Hello everyone and hello every speaker. Welcome to this channel. I'm glad to talk the topic about wastewater recycling with you. In the following sections, we will cover some of your views on areas with severe water shortages. We can see there are many types of the factors that cause water scarcity, such as climate change, alternations in precipitation patterns, and increased frequency of extreme weather events, such as droughts and floods, can disrupt the availability and distribution of water resources. In the same way, population growth is also a factor that can cause the water scarcity. Repeat population growth, particularly in urban areas, increases the demand for water for drinking, sanitation, and agriculture, often exceeding the available supply. Of course, they are just the tip of the whole ecosystem. Next, let me introduce every speaker. So first, we have Miss Zhou Miao. She used to be a journalist. Miss Liu Furui, she is a community leader. For Miss Wang Jingru, she is a mayor. And for Miss Jiang Shuyang, she is an entrepreneur. And last, we have Miss Zhang Xiaoying. She is an environmental activist. I want to know your opinions that cause of water shortage. So first, what do you think, Miss Zhou Miao?
Thank you, Li Jiaming. In my opinion, industrial pollution is one of the major factors in water shortage. When wastewater from industrial activities is discharged directly into rivers and lakes without treatment, it will cause a serious pollution to water bodies, reduce water quality, and reduce the availability of clean water. So this pollution not only affects human health, but also has long-term negative effects on the ecosystem. Okay. Thank you, Li
Okay,
Jiaming.
what do you think, Miss Liu Furui?
Okay, thank you, Miss Li Jiaming. I think there are many factors that cause water scarcity, mainly divided into nature factors and human factors. Firstly, from the perspective of nature factors, climate change has had a significant impact on water resources. The frequent occurrence of extreme weather events such as droughts and floods has led to an uneven distribution of water resources, posing a serious threat to the water supply in some regions. Specific terrain and geological conditions can also have a certain impact on water resources. In mountainous and desert areas, surface water storage and groundwater recharge may be restricted. From the perspective of human factors, people's destruction of ecosystem can lead to water scarcity, such as deforestation leading to the decline in water conservation functions. Secondly, population growth is an important reason for water scarcity. With a rapid increase in global population, the demand for water resources is also rapidly increasing. However, the supply of water resources has not increased correspondingly, which has led to an increasingly severe supply demand contradiction. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Liu Furui. So what do you think about for Miss Wang Jingru?
Thank you, Daniel. Uh, I think water scarcity happens for many reasons. Climate change means less rain and more people need more water for farming, factories, and homes. But water management and pollution make water dirty and wasted. Cutting down trees and using too much water from river and undergraduate of well, and underground source as cost poverty and the lack of good infrastructure make it hard to get and use water properly. Thank you, Devin.
Okay, thank you, Miss Wang Jingru. For next, Miss Jiang Shuyang.
Thank you, Ms. Li Jiami. Industry like factors need a lot of water, which can cause problem like take too much waters from rivers and lake, them dirty. People in city are also use more waters, which make the water strategy worse. In farm, we lost a lot of water. Many poor countries use old-fashioned ways to water their crop, which waste water make the problem of not have enough water worse. And we need to management our water better and building water system, but many poor countries don't have enough money to do this. These water systems are old and poor a lot, which waste water factors and home also dump water into rivers and lake, which make the water dirty and not safe to use. Another problem is that water doesn't cost enough in some places. This means people don't realize how important it to save water and to use much. Also, some places don't share water fairly. Some places use too much water while others don't have enough. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jiang Shuyang. So, what's the last, Miss Zhang Xiaoyi? What's your opinion?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Li Jiamin. Water shortage is a serious problem faced by many regions around the world. I think it is mainly caused by these factors. First, population growth and urbanization. With the rapid growth of population and acceleration of urbanization, the demand for water has increased sharply, resulting in a shortage of water resources. Second, unreasonable water resources management. The lack of effective water resource management and distribution policies, as well as backward infrastructure, lead to water waste and low utilization efficiency. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zhang Xiaoyi. So, thank you for your opinions about the factors causing the water shortages. And they are important. And all of you know there are some areas and countries on the earth which are extremely short of water. Those places are as dry as you can imagine. So my question is, should wastewater recycling be mandatory in regions facing severe water scarcity? So Ms. Zhou Miao, what do you think about this?
Thank you, Ms. Li Jiaming. In my opinion, it's should to implement mandatory wastewater recycling in areas with severe water shortages. So this will not only effectively increase water resources and reduce environmental pressure, but also ensure the continuous supply and sustainable use of water resources. Policies to promote wastewater cycling, especially in areas with extremely tight water resources, are not only feasible, but should also be considered a necessary strategy. Such measures help protect the environment while meeting people's demand for water. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Zhou Miao. Miss Liu Furui, what's your opinions?
Okay, thank you, Li Jiaming. I believe that in areas facing severe water shortages, wastewater recycling should be mandatory because this can not only reduce our dependence on fresh water resources, but also effectively prevent water pollution and protect the ecological environment. Taking a city northwest China as an example, the city has been facing serious water resource shortages for a long time. In order to solve this problem, the government has decided to enforce a wastewater recycling policy by constructing advanced wastewater treatment facilities. This city has successfully transformed a large amount of wastewater into reusable water resources. Nowadays, these recycled water are not only used for industrial production but also for urban greening and residential life. This measure not only greatly relieve the water pressure in the city but also improve the ecological environment of the city. Therefore, I suggest mandatory implementation of wastewater recycling in water-scarce areas. The government should introduce policies to clarify responsibilities and punishments and increase investment to improve technological level. At the same time, strengthen publicity and education to increase public awareness and participation. Wastewater recycling is not only a technical task but also a social responsibility. So let's work together to contribute to water resource protection and sustainable future. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Liu Furui. So for next, Miss Wang Jingru, what do you think about?
I think recycling wastewater is necessary in areas with surface water leakage. First, I think recycling wastewater helps save and extend the limited water supply. And I think properly treated wastewater prevents pollution of natural water with water source. And I think recycled water can be used for irrigation and industry and flushing toilet, reducing the need for clean water. And I think recycling water can support sustainable use of water and protect the environment. So I think recycling wastewater can greatly help areas facing water scarcity. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Wang Jingru. What do you think, Miss Jiang Shuyang?
Thank you, Mr. Li Jiami. Yes, in area with water strategy, make wastewater recycling record can help save water problem and bring a large economic benefits. Firstly, even though the intentional cost is high, wastewater recycling system can lower long-term water cost and pollution cleanup cost, offer long-term saving. Use wastewater recycling technology can help related industry grow, correct job, and make local technology stronger in the world market. Also, wastewater recycling can cut public spending, with the money saved used for other projects like building roads and improve public services. Trading and recycling wastewater locally can reduce the energy needs to move water from far away and low carbon emissions, something a lot carbon economic and attract green investment. Thank you.
Thank you. For the last one, Miss Zhang Xiaoying, what's your point?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Li Jiami. I think wastewater recycling should become a mandatory measure in areas with serious water shortages, mainly for these reasons. First, the application of wastewater recycling technology can not only reduce the cost of water supply, but also reduce the cost of water treatment and environmental governance, which has significant economic benefits in the long term. And second, wastewater recycling reduces environmental pollution caused by sewage discharge and helps protect rivers, lakes, and groundwater resources. Although the implementation of wastewater recycling requires certain initial investment and technical support, such measures are necessary and urgent in areas with severe water shortages. Through the mandatory implementation of wastewater recycling, water resource utilization efficiency can be effectively improved, and water shortages can be solved, and sustainable social and economic development can be ensured. Thank you, Li Jiang.
Okay, thank you, Miss Zhang Xiaoying. Okay, thank you for your statements. Wastewater recycling can be a crucial strategy in regions facing severe water scarcity. However, successful implementation requires addressing challenges such as public participation, infrastructure investment, and regulatory frameworks. And overall, well, wastewater recycling should be seriously considered In regions with severe water scarcity, it should be part of a broader strategy that includes conservation, efficiency improvements, and sustainable water management practices. Thank you for your opinions. That's our perfume. And thank you for your listening and watching.